All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working with Yuki, who's an Akita. He's here for some basic obedience. I'm a home-based business, so this is my home. This is my front yard, actually. I got a bunch of turf laid out here. And we're just going to kind of bring Yuki out, and we're going to start showing you a little bit about what he's learned. We're working essentially the basic obedience package. It teaches the dog how to heel on the leash, automatically sit when we come to a stop, sit, stay, down, stay, and coming when called. So we're going to run through all of those behaviors initially, and then when it comes to the coming when called component, I'm going to switch them off the leash and put them on a long line, and we're just going to work on like what I like to refer to as loose leash recalls. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, we've got Yuki here, and we're going to go ahead and run him through some obedience, heeling, automatic sit, sit, stay, down, stay. And if all that goes well, we're going to transition over to a long line and do some coming when called. So for now, let's get right to it. Let's go, bud. Beautiful. Now, when I teach dogs to heel, let's go. I like to keep them on a nice short leash. And it really is about like good leash management and leash control. That's how you teach the dog how to heel. If he's got the whole leash to be able to wander around, it's a little bit harder. Sit. It's a little bit harder to like perfect heeling position, right? So for those reasons, we operate on a really short leash. Wait, I'm just gonna walk around him for a little bit of a sit stay here. Nice and easy, yes. I like to do that in the beginning just because if the dog does make a mistake, I'm right there to actually help him be correct again. Let's go. So far so good. Heeling, you know, his heeling position is really good. For me, I define heeling by the dog's head being next to the leg. And if his head is next to my leg and he's on a really short leash like he is now, it should feel like you're not walking a dog at all. Come to a stop. Yuki. Yes. Perfect. He's air scenting. He is something across the street he's interested in, so there's a little bit of air scenting. So for all intents and purposes, this is distraction obedience as well. We are working the dog under distraction outdoors. And his motivation isn't crazy through the roof. It's good, but it's not crazy. And so there are times where we have to lean into the leash a little bit to help the dog be correct or minimize mistakes. So we'll let him scratch here for a second. He's also blowing his coat everywhere. This is all of his hair on the ground. And I started to look for my brush and I just couldn't find it, so I had to order another one. That'll show up here in a little bit and we'll get him brushed out tonight. Good job, buddy. Let's go. This way. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Beautiful. It's quite windy out. So there's a lot of, let's go. There's a lot of smells traveling through the air. Come to a stop. Yes, beautiful. Wait. Wait. Let this leash out just a little bit so I can circle him at a little bit bigger of a distance here. Step back in and reward. Yes. Beautiful. We'll do that one more time. Wait. Wait, good. There's a moment there where he was leaning forward. I thought I was going to have to help him stay correct, but he's doing really good with this sit stay. I'm going to step back in. Yes. Reward him. Then we'll get into some down. Now he still does require a little bit of a lure, okay? He's not downing on command just yet, but for the most part, he lures nicely. Yuki, this way. Down. Oh, and we want to do this from the sit. Down. Yes. Good boy. Wait. So you got to be careful when the dog is doing a bunch of sniffing on the ground. They might pop up. But it's been so windy lately. There's a bunch of debris from other trees with the surrounding houses around from me. So it's okay if the dog sniffs a little bit. He just can't like crawl or get up or move from that spot. Yes, good boy. I'm gonna reward him there. I'm gonna do it one more time because He was right on the verge of like starting to crawl around. But I stepped in to reward him before he could. Yes, good job. Beautiful. Let's go, this way. Beautiful. So, very nice. So the healing is really good with this dog. I really like how he heals. And the other thing about Yuki is he's a little bit more play driven than he is food motivated. Yes. But I'm hesitant to use play as a means of reward because the owner of this dog's a little bit older. And he's a large dog. We don't want him crashing into the owner and all that other kind of stuff. And the owner's not interested in playing tug of war with the dog or anything like that, right? So this is just good old-fashioned, reliable leash obedience here. Yes, beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna walk him over here. Let's go, bud. And I'm gonna switch him over to the long line, and we're gonna see how that goes with recalls, or with coming when called, sorry. So we'll just disconnect the regular leash, hook up the long line. All right, let's go, bud. So I don't want him to play with it, so I'm gonna bunch it up here a little bit. So you can see he's really play motivated, but I don't want him chewing on the leash. And he seems to really want it. So the leash is not a play toy. This is a good opportunity. Yuki, this way, come. Yes, good job, buddy. Wee. So remember, when you call your dog to you, it should not be an authoritative military command, okay? Be super exciting. If you're too authoritative, he might think he's in trouble. If you go, Yuki, come. Like he's gonna be like, no, I'm in trouble, right? So be exciting, clap your hands, stomp your feet, turn up the pitch in your voice a little bit. Try to motivate the dog to wanna come, okay? Don't make him think he's in trouble. So we're just gonna wander around a little bit with him. Now the other thing, when a dog doesn't have crazy high motivation, make sure you have the food ready, okay? Don't call him and then have to reach in the bag when he's here. Have the food ready. His nose is in the ground. There's a barking dog next door. We're gonna use this as a chance to call him. Yuki, come. Yes, good job, buddy. All right, beautiful. So the motivation's pretty good, but not crazy to the point where I'm comfortable dropping the leash. So I am gonna hold on to the leash. He is not paying attention to me. Oh, little anticipation on his part. I got something in my eye, and I should have actually paid him for that, but the wind kicked something into my eye. I happened to get inside of my glasses as well, so that was a missed opportunity on my part. But we're gonna make it up right here with a nice jackpot. Yuki, come, Yuki. Yes, right here, buddy. Wee, beautiful, buddy. Beautiful. Yuki, come this way. Yes. Wee, beautiful, buddy. All right. Whoa, happy dog. Happy dog. All right, buddy. Whoa. I don't want to correct him there. Yuki, come. Yes, good job, buddy. So he was running like crazy. I didn't want him to hit the end of the line. Hey, I didn't want him to hit the end of the line and self-correct. So I did let it go. He got right underneath the tripod, and he was looking right at me like he was ready to be called. So we took advantage of that. Ooh, careful, bud. He's on the back side of the tripod now. Yuki, come. Yes, that's my boy. Very nice. He was watching this car pull out of the driveway just back behind the camera. So I took the opportunity to use that as a distraction and call him while he's distracted. So very nice. And you can tell by the way this dog runs to you when you call him that he's very, very play driven, which is to be expected. He's not quite a year just yet. Yes, I'm gonna just reward him just because he just came to me. No big deal. Beautiful. Oop, he's tangled in the leash there. Yuki, Yuki, this way, buddy. Yes, very nice, very nice. So you could see in that particular moment, his nose was really into something in the ground, and he hesitated a little bit. He almost chose not to. So I had to really turn up my excitement on my level and put some more energy, excitable energy into calling him so that, you know, he will come to me. Beautiful, beautiful. One more and we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk here. I'm gonna drop this leash. And we're just gonna ignore him. Yes, he came to me even though I didn't call him. So it's really important that the dog gets rewarded for doing that when the motivation's not through the roof, because we don't ever want to run the risk where the dog goes, you know, you don't always pay me for this. Maybe I'll just choose to keep my nose in the ground, right? So you got to be selective with the type of dog that you're training, and you got to be selective about whether or not you're going to use variable reinforcement or whether or not you're going to just reinforce everything. He's at the corner of the gate right there. You can't see him, but I'm going to... Yuki, come! Yes. I was a little late. I waited too long. I was trying to explain what I was doing, and he turned around and decided to start coming to me. So, beautiful. Good. So, I'm just going to walk around a little bit. Oh, he found a piece of chalk. There he goes. Good. All right. When he's not paying attention, I'm going to call him. Oh, not there, not there. I'm not going to do it there. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Now's a good time. Yuki, come. Yes, that's a boy. Very nice. Very nice. So, as you can see, this dog's very, very, very play driven. Loves to run around. And that's just a little bit of who he is, personality wise, right? Every dog's a little bit different in that sense. The Akita that you had previous to this Akita is not going to be the same dog, okay? You got to remember that. It's really important to understand. But I like him. I like him. The motivation's good enough that we can get training done. It's not, we don't have to lean into the leash too much with this dog the way we might have to. Oh, up here. Up here. Camera. Let's see. Back to tracking. Okay. I bent over to get the leash and the camera didn't follow me back up. But anyways, the dog's got a good enough motivation, and we don't have to lean into the leash too much for too much control. Yuki, come. Yes. And that's it. We'll wrap it up there. Peace.